everyone. Today I have a very, very special guest, Mrs. Meyyammai Murugappan, who many of us, especially us foodies, know as the authority on Chettinad cooking. Her book is a treasure, and if you have not seen it and you like food, trust me, it's absolutely fantastic. She's done many things in her life, and I love her energy when she says she has so many more to go, and she says, I have a long way to go. When I think about that, I'm wondering how long a distance I have to travel. She's done a lot of work with the blind, worked with numerous hospitals, both in Chennai and in Chettinad under the AMM Foundation. And she has a finger in so many pies. But most important, I have never seen her without a smile on her face. So, the gorgeous, ever smiling, ever youthful Mrs. Meyyammai Murugappan, she truly embodies the spirit of joy that our childhood brings. And we are here to talk about her childhood. So, Auntie, tell me, what games did you play when you were a child?
Vinita, more than playing board games and this and that, there were natural things which we did.
Absolutely.
Like, the Elikalu, do you know the Elikalu?
Yeah.
They used to have these stones. And appala nobody put out any number of toys for you to roll on.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had to find your own things to play. So we took these stones, and when we are bored, that's what we did. Hold one, catch one, throw one, catch one. And you have to take all the 7 together, put it down, and put all the 7 up and catch
it.
That was a challenging game for many of us. And then we sort of became experts at it. And generally running around, you got in front of us, snakes and ladders.
Paramapadam.
Paramapadam, okay. That we used to play. Then Tayam. Then Palanguli. Palanguli, my mother used to beat us hollow every time.
Did she cheat, Auntie, or did she?
No, she never, but she
Which is very good. Huh?
She hated losing. And she became so upset that she would say, no, Ella Kalichida, I'm going to start again. In my mother's house, there's a huge house attached by a path to another house. I mean, it's covered, and that is the old original house, which is even more bigger. And it is always kept well because it was connected to mom's house. And we used to go there to play. So, this I Spy or a game.
Oh.
So we have to run and hide somewhere, and everybody is screaming and searching for you. And
in a huge house, how fabulous that would have been.
Suddenly my brother and my sister will say, I used to be good at hiding. They'll say, Angala, there is that old Tata is still living there. So if you go there, he probably will catch you. So don't go and hide there. So this fear was put into me. One day, we used to have one unjal in the, how we have old it's not that flat plank, but it's a cradle for a baby mother.
Correct.
So, in the pakam, my brother and sister, in the pakam na. So, they'll swing it to the ceiling so high. And they'll keep saying, yeah, see, now there used to be an old Tata and his wife living there in one corner. Where nobody else lived there. So she used to cook and choose old. These onion peels used to keep flying off, And the peel, when it comes under the swing, if you go this way, it will go here. If you go that way, it will go there.
Oh, so the peels will
be chasing you. And they'll say, oh my God, the ghost is coming. And they will both jump off. I was always timid, And I'll be sitting and screaming, not able to jump off on this side of the swing. So slowly I understood how to jump off. They taught me. But they were big bullies, I must say that. And those days, where we lived in T. Nagar was a huge house. And when we are Saturday or Sunday and we don't have anything to do, and we're looking at the cooks and everybody, and telling we want to cook and do that, he'll take some manpane and chatti and he'll say, go under that big tree and do kutanjore. Okay. And we will take little plates to him and say, okay, give us an onion, give us a this. There'll be a rationing. He'll keep that and say, "Ivlo podum, poda, avlo podum," and he'll give some rice. We had two Ayammas, very, very loyal, who's literally lived and died with us. That is Polly Amma and Lakshmi Amma. So they used to be with us for this cooking sessions. And we had to chop, and this peeling the onion comes. Everybody will say, you do.
Nobody wants to cry.
But they wouldn't let us go. So onions were peeled. We were taught to put it neatly and, wash everything. And one pot rice with all vegetables was the kutanjore. It was such fun. We used to go on a walk and we'll pick up colored leaves. Like, red color leaf, green and brown and this and that. There was so much interest. We went to a beach. We collected shells, and that was all different shells. And in those days, you got plenty of shells, different shapes and colors. We used to come and we used to stick it onto books and make books. All of us. I mean, nobody told us this is the way to entertain yourself, but we enjoyed.
It was just done on your own.
We did it. Then we used to make little plays and little dances with music. We had enough to form a cricket team. That was my brother's children were with us.
So cousins, everybody.
Cousins, my sister, my brother, me, my elder brother's children, and my second brother's children. The difference is very short.
Okay.
Between them and me, there isn't many years, 3-4 years maybe. So we used to have a team, and we'll have today this drama, that Saturday, Sunday, the creation, rehearsal periods and all that.
So who would come and watch all these plays?
We'll invite everybody. My
the
mother,
family, yeah?
Not the family, mother, father, the Kanakapulla, the servants. Our friends. We had neighbors who came in, so they also took part. They used to come and see. And that was what we did. And climbing trees, cycling, each one had a cycle. House was big. We'll race one behind the other. And we had 14 dogs with us.
Wow.
And Amma will always come and say, you all are wasting your time. She sees people today, she knows what she'll do. She'll say, you have to do something. You all don't know anything. You don't know anything about anything. So she'll bring one, pachapairu, that's a green gram, the ulundu and all that. And she'll say, okay, for this period of holiday, I'm giving you one paddy. Or half a paddy, whatever. It's your job to pick out. Appala we didn't get these packaged store things.
Clean it out.
So you have to do it, and I'll give marks on it as to who is doing well, and whoever is cheating or not doing well, we'll have to repeat once more. So in the madri. So the little games, but there was so much joy because everybody was interacting. We were always outdoors. Climbing trees, jumping.
And you're all together. So even cleaning Pachapairu is fun when you're lots of people doing it together.
Yeah, I know, but there'll be a lot of cheating happening even there. They'll bully somebody else who's weak and say, you do it now. And they'll get it done and they'll leave it. And one thing I remember, my mother will only wear kanjivarams and she won't wear grand saris. Those times, that's the way they dressed. So she had one palum kattam, the colored checks, green, red, blue, whatever. Yeah. It's a beautiful sari with a big border and all. She wore it to the races, came back. She'll always fold her sari and put it on a stand. And next day morning, she was going to the market. It's irrelevant the cost of the sari, but she was going to wear that and come back and wash it. Okay. So all of us went to sleep at night. I slept. I don't know what happened. My brother and my sister, between them, I don't know what happened. Next day, my mother took the sari and she opened it out to wear it. She found squares of white light coming in.
They've cut out the squares.
Light is coming through and there's one particular color. And she didn't know which color. She was fuming because it's a good sari and a new one also. And she came on, fired everybody. We were sleeping. Yeah. She knocked everybody up and said, now I want to know who did this. And they're all looking at me. And I used to be the timidest of all. And I started crying. So my mother thought, yeah, this is the one who's cut it and took it. And says, you're having a punishment today. Come on. Then my father said, no. She would never do it. You better check who did it properly first. So she tried asking and nobody would reply. They were too scared. So she said, okay. She brought 2 eggs from the fridge and put it on the dining table. She said, okay, I went to an astrologer today. He's put mandaram on this eggs and I'm leaving it here. Whoever has done it, own up to me. Otherwise, you will end up with a big stomachache. By the time I come back, and I'll know it is you. Anyway, I'll know. So quietly my brother went up to her and said, I am the one who cut it off. Every black and every red he had cut to make a board.
Oh, like a chessboard or something.
And the darts were open.
Yeah.
He wanted to make a darts board, so he's cut out exact reds and black. And he had a board to paste it on.
Oh my God.
So that's one thing we never forget.
I never thought of a Kanjivaram sari becoming a game board. Auntie, I have 2 questions to ask you.
Yes.
One, you were saying right at the beginning, you used to go pick things and play, like with stones.
Yeah, stones.
What else did you pick to play, Auntie? Did you play with seeds and all that, like tamarind seeds, games like that?
Yes, we did tamarind seeds, we played with. We used to pick the tamarind appala, we used to do it at home. So this used to be in stacks. So we used to pick it up and whatever you are putting on here, that we put it also. For Pallanguli also, when you make those empty holes, in those we used to fill with tamarind seeds.
Okay.
And yes, tamarind seeds was a big thing. Why plucking tamarind out of a tree and eating was a big job.
That is great
That's
fun.
something great fun. Cutting mangoes out and chopping up and putting all this and eating was a great fun. Today people go to the shop and buy a mango. They don't
Plucking from the tree has its own charm.
Climbing and plucking and washing and cutting and eating it without.
So you also used to climb a lot of trees, Auntie?
All of us climbed trees, all over, and many times. And
such happy memories, such lovely childhood memories.
Yeah, lovely childhood memories.
But I think the best story today is the cutting up of a Kanjivaram to make a game board. I think that is hilarious.
So many hilarious things they have done when they have, but all these are old memories. I must say that.
Thank you so much, Auntie, for sharing such fabulous memories with us.
Yeah,
many of these we'll carry with us. I love the ghost story and the onion peel also.
Yes.
That's very funny. And I guess it was all about the fun and the games.
Yes, and the older child bullying the younger child, or the more stronger bullying the more timid. But today everybody is strong.
Correct.
There is no bullying. But it was a great learning and growing up together, enjoying childhood. Again and again, we were never inside buildings. We were always outside the buildings.
Childhood was
beautiful. Parents had more time to sit and talk in the evenings. We are in a different world and we have to accept that and go with that.
Absolutely, Auntie.
Definitely hope to bring a little of that back into our lives.
Yeah.
And that is very important.
Thank you so much, Auntie.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you so much for sharing such fabulous memories.
It's lovely talking to you, and I was able to come back with my old memories and my childhood.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a beautiful thing to be in. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.